Welcome! Hello, lovely people. Today I would love to share my inspiration about uh, detoxing and rejuvenating your body. I had this morning a conversation with one of my best friends who is diagnosed with an autoimmune disorder just like me, a different one of course, but and she said like, yeah, I'm in pain, so I'm detoxifying my body at the moment and it's so challenging. And I said, yes, of course, but it's important you do that, and it's also important you can build upon the detox, like going deeper and deeper in detoxifying your body, because it's important to maintain your health, especially when you have medication you get to take because of your autoimmune disorder. So I acknowledge her so much for stepping up, leveling up her game to really take care of the information she puts into her body. Because when I've been diagnosed in 2020, I had a choice. I knew for myself I was eating healthy and I was doing a lot of things to maintain my health, but still I've been diagnosed and I was in pain and I had to do something about that for myself. And the moment I've been diagnosed with scleroderma, which is an autoimmune disorder that attacks your connective tissue, and it hardens out, and it starts with your skin, but it also attacks your kidneys, your liver, all your organs. So eventually, after 10 to 15 years, when the disease is really active, you die. So, and that was not an option for me to have this road. So with all the technology and all the science we have today, we know we can influence our body for help. We can transform our cell information. So when there is a cell duplication, your cells get healthier and healthier and healthier. Will I ever be cured? I don't know. And I'm not saying that I can be cured, but the most beautiful thing is that I can impact the information to transform my cell information, because we are all built, we all have cells, trillions of cells in our body. And the foundation that gives structure and makes everything happen in our body are proteins. So proteins are influenced by certain things. They are influenced by hormones. They are influenced by specific informations, like the way we think. Our thoughts have influence on our proteins, on the function of a protein. Chemicals or vitamins and minerals, which is also information through food or through our environment, we bring disruption or health to the proteins. So the way they connect with each other and the way they transmit information towards each other, so they exactly know what to do to make a healthy body, this information can be disrupted by our environment and by the way we move. If we do not have physical movement in our body that generates energy and vitality, and actually it's like movement for us is the oil of our body, like it keeps our machine healthy. The way we bring food is information. So what type of information do we put into our body? And supplementation, it's actually the specific information to support. Supplementation can be colors and taste improvers, which is chemicals that are in our food, or chemicals that influence in a bad way the information of the how the proteins act in our body. But we can also have supplementation from vitamins and minerals and healthy things that create a healthy environment for our proteins, so they can give the cells what they really need to maintain or create a healthy body. If we know that, and if we know that our body is able to transmute within the cells, so our body is able to make changes so we get ill, it also means if we provide our body with the right information, we can create health. And if we know that every 7 years we are a completely total new person, because all the cells are new. When we know this information, and we know the information, we can influence the function of a cell through the right information, it means that we potentially can improve our health within 7 years. Now, when you are in, I am now in the middle of my 7th cycle, because I turn 49 by the end of the year. So when I was diagnosed in 2020, I had 2 years within my 7th cycle, and I had to add the 7 years of my 8th cycle. So when I'm 56 plus the 2 years within my 7th cycle, it means that I have 9 years to impact my body in a specific way with specific information to transform and create a healthier body. With that information, when you are having challenges with your detox, or with your eating habits, or with eliminating the stressors, because stress is the main reason a body is disrupted. We can have stress from time, money, emotional stress through relationships. We can have mental stress because the way we think. We can have physical stress because we are pushing our body too hard. So we have so many ways to bring stress to the body, so our function, our immune system is derailed, and it can be completely off guard, like not knowing what to do and overreacting, or not reacting, not responding at all to any interaction that comes to you. So it's important to maintain a healthy immune system, and everybody knows today what an immune system is, but not everybody knows how immune system function and how to influence it, so it can be at its best optimal way to provide a healthy body and to provide a healthy mind, because hormones impacting and are impacted by the way we sleep. If we have bad sleep habits, we get to improve our sleep. When we improve our sleep, we improve the balance of our hormones, which is a better communication, because hormones influence our proteins. When we develop healthy habits, sleep, movement, mindset, food, and supplementation in the right way, we can impact our next cycle. For me, at that point, it was 9 years. Now it is, after when I turned 49, I impact the 7 next years to really be focused And what I did is like I have sleep challenges, so I get to find a way to improve my sleep. And I did that by finding the right rhythm for me, finding the right time to go to sleep, finding the right time to get out of bed, and finding the right rhythm for me so I have enough sleep, because in your sleep your body rejuvenates, your body reconnects with the blueprint of health. So everything your body is doing is to create health while you sleep. So when you have an autoimmune disorder, sleep is important in the right way. What I did to bring movement for myself in my system, because when you are in pain, whether it is from an autoimmune disorder or from something else, when you are in pain, the first thing you do is to avoid movement. Of course, because it's painful and you don't want to have pain, so you avoid movement. But what I discovered is that you have different types of movement that are not challenging your body, but supporting your body. For me, and it's different for anybody else, but for me, yoga is the solution. Doing yoga, for every system in your body has a specific cycle of movements that you can do on a daily basis. So implementing half an hour in the morning, half an hour in the evening, or 10 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes in the evening, or what works for you, is to find that specific way of movement that brings you energy, because you do not have energy. The body generates energy. You know, when you go to sports and you're tired and you say, I'm tired, I'm not going for my sports today, and somebody pushes you and you go, after you come back, you feel amazing. You feel energized and vital. It is because the body has a specific system to generate energy. And when we know that movement brings, it's the oil of our system. So movement is so important. For me, it's yoga. When I was thinking about my mindset, for me specifically, I chose not to focus on my disease. I deliberately chose to focus on eliminating the stressors in my life so I could feel happy. And I get to check in with my stressors, like within my food, within my sleeping habits, within my relationships, within my finances, within every area in my life. I checked and I had a list. I have a list, and I'm checking one by one. I'm checking all the boxes to make sure that I can have a healthy relationship with all the topics in my life that create stress for me. When I did that, I saw for myself a clear vision of my future self. When I'm 56, I see myself, I have a clear vision on who I am, what am I doing, what I have achieved, what in terms of my health is improved when I'm 56. So having that clear vision, every time when I'm challenged and I get to make a choice, I make a choice connected to that vision. So coming from that space, it's very important, because my purpose in life, my mission in life is to, first of all, feel free and feel happy and connected and being able to inspire people. So instead of losing myself in the diagnose and the potential worries that can come with it, because the word worry, when we worry, we program our system in a downward spiral. So for me, instead of worrying about my pain and about the diagnosis and about all the medication that I had to take, I just said like, let's see what I can do myself to improve. And coming from that space, I also had to check in with my food, because food is also information. Not only thoughts, mindset is information, and sleep and movement is information, but food is also information. And my food, I could see that I cheated. I was very disciplined, and suddenly I had this peak of a reaction like, okay, I've been 3 months out of sugar, today I'm going to eat ice, period. Or because I had to have a reward for doing it, because I came from a different place. I did not come from a choice. I came from a place I have to, because otherwise I get sicker. Which was for me an eye-opener to discover, when I come from that mindset, I'm coming from lack. And also, despite all my effort in healthy food and whatever, still I created an autoimmune disorder. So there was something that I had to change within the energy of my system to make sure I was coming from the right place. I was not eating the sugar because I didn't want to get sick. I shifted and I made the choice not to eat sugar because I want to maintain and empower my health. It's a completely different viewpoint. And I wasn't aware this way. I was thinking about it. So I was actually, my healthy habits, I was very rigid with it. And I transformed my habits into being rigorous. It's totally different. Rigid means that you come from lack and you are tightened up and you're stressed about when you do something you know you shouldn't do. We all have these things. We in the moment we are doing things, we know we shouldn't do it, but we still do it, right? This is creating stress. You create your own stress that way. So, and I was not aware of that mechanism. And suddenly I had the insight that it was for me, I get to have another approach. I had to come from approach of abundance. Like, I am choosing not to eat sugar because I love to be energized. I love to be vital. I love to be feeling great instead of, oh, I don't want to have the pain. So I changed that. And also checked with my food, like with what else can I improve? Like, I'm already eating healthy. What more can I do? How can I level up my game? So the most important thing that I could do is check in with my supplementation. Because I was eating goji berries and chia seeds and all these kind of things. But I discovered even when I was eating specific superfoods, they were not for my body the most healthiest one. And I discovered, for example, chia seed triggered inflammation. Though it's a very healthy thing, but for my body, chia seed triggers inflammation. So I quit eating chia seeds, though everybody says chia seeds is the magical superfood. Yes, but for my body. So you get to check in with your food and how they are influencing your body, maybe even when it's healthy. Spinach, eating lots of spinach triggers inflammation in my body. I discovered that. So I'm not saying spinach isn't healthy. it's not healthy for my body. Though I do not have any indication that gluten, I'm intolerant for gluten, but I know when I eat gluten, it triggers inflammation. So I do not eat gluten, and I have a specific list of foods that I just eliminated of my diet. And it's not, I'm not on a diet. I am having my specific diet that works for me. And one of the most significant things that I could do is bring the supplementation that directly influences the information of my immune system, because it are not vitamins, it are not minerals, it are proteins itself. So the building blocks of your immune system is within the colostrum of the milk, which is for everybody the same. For each mammal, you have the same colostrum, which is the it's not the milk, the breast milk, or not the mother milk, but it's the liquid that is in the beginning when the baby starts to drink. It's just the liquid, and then the milk comes. So the colostrum is actually the foundation of our immune system. And when I realized it was important to impact my immune system in a different way than just bringing vitamins and minerals to my body, but also directly impacting my proteins, my cells, to bring intelligence to my cells, to bring the intuition to my cells, I decided to change my supplementation and to be really rigorous with my supplementation. And I knew that I get to use them to have the full impact for the upcoming 9 years when I started to use them. So now, for me, the upcoming 7 years are specific diet, specific supplementation, specific movements, specific mindset, and specific sleeping habits. These are non-negotiable for me to maintain and improve my health. So that said, I ask you, if you want to take anything out of my share, what is your biggest stressor? Is it emotionally, mentally, financially, relationship-wise, meaning your relationship, or challenges in your family, or challenges at work, or whatever? Determine your stressor and act upon it. And which of the 5 elements, like sleep, movement, mindset, food, and supplementation, can you improve for yourself? Now, that said, if you want to get inspired more, you're always more than welcome to one of our Monday or Wednesday sessions of the Kickstart, because this is what we do. We inspire people. Kickstart distracted me. Connecting with the Kickstart Your Vision projects and developing it and working with it and having a team with people to work with that inspire me, that support me, that challenging me, having a power team of people around me that bring me through my own transformation. That's the way I keep on track, and I do not lose myself in self-pity or in drama or in doubt or in stress because I have an autoimmune disease. Because for me, I do not have an autoimmune disease. I have an autoimmune disorder, and this disorder can be reorganized. When you have, at any level of your life, stressors and challenges, you get to reorganize, redirect your focus, and take action. So if you want to share and connect with us, you're always welcome. I will put the link below. Bye!